of Ratan Tata, the gentle giant of India Inc., mourned by the millions and lakhs of stakeholders and employees of the Tata Empire in India and across the world, but also everyday Indians whose lives were touched by this giant of Indian industry. The veteran industrialist is no more. Funeral with full state honours for Ratan Tata just been held. Condolences and tributes continue to pour in. India mourns the death of Ratan Tata. Union ministers get emotional. Business honchos condole the monumental loss. Ratan Tata's dog Goa was also there to pay tribute. He was a famous dog lover. Bharat Ratna for Ratan Tata clamour grows. Shinde Sena demands the industrialist be conferred with India's highest civilian honour. Omar Abdullah all set to become Chief Minister of Naya Jammu and Kashmir. Omar unanimously elected leader of the National Conference Legislature Party, likely to take over early next week. Tennis legend Rafael Nadal announces his retirement. The 22-time Grand Slam champion will play his final match in November. He's 38 years old. Ratan Tata's mortal remains are currently at the Parsi crematorium in Worli in Mumbai. The body will be kept in that prayer hall for those last rites, which is on as I bring you this special broadcast. Close to 200 people are present, as you can see in those middle images, including Ratan Tata's brother Jimmy Tata, Home Minister Amit Shah, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, as well as India's top industrialists like Kumar Mangalam Birla, Mukesh Ambani and others. Right now, Parsi prayers are being recited inside the prayer hall and will last for about 45 minutes. A peace prayer and a white cloth will be offered according to Parsi rituals. An electric crematorium will be used for the last rites of Ratan Tata. And I quickly want to bring you the defining images. Remember, Ratan Tata passed away late last evening, and there have been several defining images that I want to refresh for our viewers who may just be tuning in for what has been a day of national mourning for one of India's favorite sons. Wrapped in a tricolour, that's Ratan Tata's casket taken to the Worli crematorium for his last rites, which are currently underway with full state honours. The veteran industrialist and Tata Group's chairman Emeritus died at a Mumbai hospital aged 86 late on Wednesday. Jimmy Naval Tata, Ratan Tata's brother, also paid tributes in Mumbai. Tata's half-brother Noel Tata was also there. Noel Tata has emerged as a potential successor for the chairman emeritus position at the Tata Trusts. Reliance Industries chairman Mukesh Ambani and Reliance Foundation founder chairperson Neeta Ambani paid their last tributes to Ratan Tata at Mumbai's NCPA lawns, accompanied by their son Akash Ambani and his wife Shloka. Kumar Mangalam Birla and chairman of the Aditya Birla Group also expressed his sorrow and paid tribute to Ratan Tata, highlighting the long-standing relationship between their families. Political leaders across the board paid their last respects to the veteran industrialist, from Home Minister Amit Shah, who is in Mumbai, to attend the funeral. Other politicians who were seen include Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, Sena UBT Chief Uddhav Thackeray, Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Fadnavis, and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. This beautiful stray dog adopted by Ratan Tata 11 years ago, named Goa, was also brought to the crematorium by his staff. Goa's caretaker said Ratan Tata was so fond of him. He was adopted when the industrialist came across him at a picnic 11 years ago. Thanks now to Divyesh Singh joining us live from the Worli crematorium to get you a live picture from India Today's cameras of where things are at right now. Let's go to those pictures live very quickly. Divyesh, what's happening right now? The Parsi prayers are apparently being recited. Is the ceremony over or it's still on right now?
Well, Shiv, the ceremony is still going on. There's several relatives, friends, and close family members of Ratan Tata who've arrived at the crematorium. Rituals are going on, and before the final farewell is done, before they bid a final farewell to Sri Ratan Tata, they are performing the ceremony as per the Parsi rituals. After that, there will be a state honor. The Maharashtra government has brought in the Mumbai police team, and with full state honors, the state government will bid farewell to industrialist, philanthropist Sri Ratan Tata. As of now, few more family members have just arrived. There's several industrialists. Kumar Mangalam Birla is here, Home Minister Shri Amit Shah, Union Minister Piyush Goyal, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, and several other dignitaries are right now present at the Worli crematorium. Where prayers are being recited by family members and relatives of Ratan Tata at the crematorium. The police team will be giving a guard of honor to Ratan Tata is all set, but only after the ceremony is concluded, there will be the state funeral will start. As of now, the rituals as per the Parsi community, as per the Parsi culture, is being conducted at the electric crematorium. We are present outside the crematorium. We are present outside electric crematorium, but there are several other dignitaries and family members who've been allowed inside the crematorium where the rituals are being conducted as of now. Shiv.
Okay, so the rituals are currently on right now. The electric crematorium is where the final consignment to the flames will take place of Ratan Tata's mortal remains. I also want to go across to India Today's Sahil Joshi, whose team has been tracking this entire tragedy since late last night. Sahil, the who's who of India Inc. and the political landscape, they're all there. Even the Prime Minister would probably have been there but for the ASEAN summit that he had to leave this morning for. But in many ways, seeing Mukesh Ambani, Kumar Mangalam Birla, Sharad Pawar, all of the big, the who's who, as it were, of the power firmament there is an indicator of just who Ratan Tata was. I mean, one did not see Ratan Tata very often. He was quite media shy himself.
Well, Shiv, it's really interesting that, time and again, we keep reporting a list of the top 10 industrialists, the businessmen, or the rich people across the world. And Ratan Tata's name never cropped up in the list of those 10 top industrialists or the top 10 rich people across the world. But at the NCPA, it's National Center for Performing Arts, another institution created by the Tatas in Mumbai. There were two gates, and one gate, as mentioned by you, people from across the spectrum, right from the Home Minister Amit Shah to the industrialists like Mukesh Ambani, Kumar Mangalam Birla, the ministers from the Maharashtra cabinet, the political leaders, Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray, and various other people, were queuing up to pay their last respect to Ratan Tata's mortal remains. And the other gate, the other line was of the common people, the commoners, who were also queuing up to pay their last respect to Ratan Tata. It was that easy to meet Ratan Tata even when he was alive and meeting around people. A lot of people who were part of that, the queue, the other queue which I am talking about are the Tata employees who have had a direct connection with Ratan Tata. They have approached Ratan Tata when they were in distress, and they were never returned back from his doors. So, across the spectrum, this respect what we have been seeing to Ratan Tata. On the social media, if you see multiple reactions from across the world are pouring in to pay their respect to Ratan Tata. It's truly a global brand of India, as we can see. It's truly the most trusted brand of India, and Ratan Tata, who is at the helm of the Tata Group since many years. He's no more today, but despite that, if you see the results at the stock exchange, the Tata Group companies are not down, because that is what is the system which Ratan Tata has imbibed in the Tata Group. The systems are in place, and that's why that trust has not yet gone, because Ratan Tata had made it very clear that even if he's not there, the trust in this Tata Group will always remain, and that's what it looks like throughout the day when we are seeing that that Ratan Tata's model remains brought to NCPA from his residence and now at the Worli crematorium. Shiv.
I'm coming back to you, Sahil, in just a moment, just to talk over these pictures. That was, you saw Bhupendra Patel, the Gujarat Chief Minister. You can see Piyush Goyal, you can see Amit Shah, Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis and other leaders there. This is shortly after the prayers before the actual cremation of Ratan Tata. The leaders, political leaders, have departed from the venue at this point of time. These are pictures from right before they left. We saw Sushil Kumar Shinde a short while ago, Kumar Mangalam Birla there, the guard of honor by the Mumbai police for Ratan Tata. Full state honors being accorded to the chairman emeritus of the Tata Trust. He is someone who appealed across all possible lines, and someone whose life and career touched so many, and therefore a huge amount of public who've spilt out onto the streets as well to catch a glimpse of the casket draped in a tricolour of Ratan Tata. Sahil, another question that many will be asking, and I'm glad you brought that up, that the stock markets didn't shiver even a little bit, because that was the strength of Ratan Tata's leadership. He had created structures in such a way that there was no sense of uncertainty, there was no sense of any void being created by his loss. He had appointed, amazing professionals to run, stable companies, and therefore the stock markets in many ways did a salam to Ratan Tata by not reacting in any abrupt manner to his tragic demise. But another question that comes up, Sahil, is the personal legacy of Ratan Tata. Who will follow in his footsteps? Who inherits his estate? Who will take over as the emeritus chairman? All of these questions are still there right now.
Well, subsequently we'll get the answers of these questions. But, Ratan Tata had already started, it seems, that the process of handing it over to the right professionals of the Tata Group. The whole group was promoted by the Tata family. But, in the first instance, when he decided to withdraw himself from the chairmanship and getting Cyrus Mistry to chair the Tata Group of companies, the Tata Sons primarily, was a big decision. It actually showed that what kind of corporate governance he was thinking about. And that's what it seems now, that even after Ratan Tata, there are his relatives who are already at the helm of affairs of various Tata companies. But in subsequent time, we'll get those answers. But as I had mentioned before, the systems are in the process. The systems are in proper process, and that is the reason why we didn't see any impact on the stock markets today. It's such a big group. What we can see is that truly having a global presence, the Indian group which has a global presence, not only the presence but also looking at the eye to eye with the global companies at this point of time. So that is the legacy of Ratan Tata, which looks like that the Tata Group of companies will carry forward. His philanthropic work, many people keep asking that where will his personal wealth go? A lot of people will be surprised that his 65% of his personal wealth was used as for the philanthropic work, but also
Amazing.
In the startups, the lot of people who used to approach him with ideas. He used to help them by putting in their money as a seed investment or to start their own businesses. So there is a tremendous things which he has kept behind, and that legacy will be carried forward by all the people where his investments are in place at this point of time, and they're up and kicking in the business scenario in India.
It's incredible how, Sahil, thanks very much for joining us on that. We're going to continue to stay on the ground from the Worli crematorium as well, where Devesh continues to be with us. Devesh, we can see some of the dignitaries leaving right now. Does it look like the ceremony is coming to a close right now? Also, what next? Is the government planning any events, any rituals to honor Ratan Tata? Can you give us a sense?
The rituals, the prayers are now over, and there are several people. You can see in the frame, there are several people. These are employees of the Tata Group who've been allowed inside the crematorium. These are employees of the Tata Group. This is the love for Sri Ratan Tata.
Amazing.
These are the
pictures.
Employees. You can see such large number of people. These are all employees of the Tata Group who have come to pay their last respects, bid farewell to businessman, visionary, philanthropist Sri Ratan Tata. You can see there's so many people there in such large numbers. All of them have come in such large numbers to the Worli crematorium. They were all waiting outside. They were made to wait outside till the dignitaries left due to security arrangements that were being made. Now they've been allowed inside, and you can see they're raising slogans.
Oh, these are absolutely incredible scenes, Devesh. Absolutely incredible scenes of Tata employees who've been permitted to enter the crematorium right now. These are live pictures, viewer, and you couldn't ask for a more telling image of the kind of love and affection that Ratan Tata enjoyed among his staff and group's employees. All of these people you see here are Tata employees who have been waiting for the VIP dignitaries to finish and leave, so they are permitted to enter to pay their own personal tributes to Ratan Naval Tata. Incredible scenes. Let's hear some of them. Ratan Tata Amar Rahe shouts can be heard. We'll try and get some voices in from this crowd in a short while from now, but amazing scenes of Tata employees like a wave flooding into the Worli crematorium. You can see the Mumbai police having a bit of a tough time controlling the surging crowd of Tata staffers waiting to get one final glimpse of their beloved super boss, Ratan Tata, the man, the godfather of the Tata Group, a man who leaves a huge void in some ways, but in other ways, he leaves behind an empire and a company that is running smoothly. It has its own structures and will not in any way be destabilized by the loss of Ratan Tata. This is an incredible affirmation of the huge regard and respect that Ratan Tata enjoyed. Remember, he was no longer an active boss in the Tata Group. He had retired many years ago. He was an emeritus chairman who was on the board but not looking into the day-to-day affairs of the Tata Group for many years now. But as an iconic, emblematic and truly a symbolic head of the Tata Group, Ratan Tata was more than human. He transcended just his personal identity, a father-like figure to lakhs of employees of the Tata Group across so many disciplines, across so many companies, across so many states, and indeed across so many countries. The condolences that you're hearing are coming in from different parts of the world. As Mukesh Ambani, his dear friend, had said in his note of condolence, Ratan Tata took India to the world and he brought the best of the world back to Bharat. That was Ratan Tata. And these were the people who helped Ratan Tata do it. Tata employees, a day of mourning, a day of grief for them. Many of them will feel in some ways like orphans today, because that is the kind of connection that Ratan Tata evoked in each and every one of them. A family called the Tata Group. Out, whoever is in Mumbai, whoever was privileged enough to have worked in Mumbai, all of them out here to bid Ratan Tata farewell. Amit Shah, the Home Minister, has departed a short while ago. He represented the central government. Remember, Prime Minister Modi couldn't be there personally because he had to leave earlier today for the ASEAN summit, a diplomatic visit to Laos and other countries. Amit Shah represented him, as did many other senior ministers from the centre and the state, many opposition leaders, chief ministers from different states, all of them there because Ratan Tata wasn't just an industrialist who invested in their states, but he was a philanthropist who worked in the education and healthcare space, who did much for the cause of startups in many different states. So political leaders across the spectrum owe Ratan Tata in a huge number of ways. So it is no surprise whatsoever that so many of them are there to personally bid Ratan Tata farewell. He lived a long life, 86 years. Sadly, the last couple of years of his life were bedeviled with poor health. He was old, he had age-related ailments. Even just a couple of days ago, when there had been speculation about his health turning critical, his team had issued a social media post asking for people not to indulge in rumors and misinformation. Very much representative of Ratan Tata, who was not very comfortable being in the media spotlight or being part of a national media conversation. He preferred to be a recluse. He preferred his own privacy. Obsessively, kept his privacy and his personal life out of the news. And just 2 days later, he passed away on his own terms. That was Ratan Tata. Divyesh Singh is still with us live from the ground at the Worli crematorium. Divyesh, those images you brought us just now were incredible. Tata employees flooding in. I mean, barely had the gates opened, a huge flood of hundreds of employees there to pay their last respects. What are you seeing on the ground right now, Divyesh?
Well, Shiv, there are a number of people. There are hundreds, close to 1,000 employees who have gathered outside the Worli crematorium. Not all of them could get in, but hundreds of them have been allowed inside the Worli crematorium. The mortal remains of Sri Ratan Tata have brought outside. The rituals have been completed, and for the last glimpse, for people to pay their last respects, to bid farewell, Ratan Tata, the mortal remains have been brought outside, and shortly the state funeral honors will happen, and as per the procedure.
We can't hear you properly, Divyesh. Can you keep the mic close to your mouth?
The electric crematorium.
Divyesh, go ahead. We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Well, Shiv, Shiv, the mortal remains of Sri Ratan Tata has been brought out. There's the officials from the US consulate also who have arrived. There are officials, senior officials from Indian Navy who paid their last respects, who paid their tributes to Sri Ratan Tata. They've just left, after which the employees of Tata Group who had been gathered, who had been here since morning, they'd been at the NCPA, and then there were a number of employees who had gathered at the Worli crematorium when they learned that the last rites will be performed at Worli crematorium. They marched towards Worli crematorium from all the way from NCPA to Worli crematorium. They've reached here due to VIP movement, due to VVVIP movement. They were not allowed inside earlier, but now they have been allowed inside police
Okay.
is having a difficult time trying to control the crowd of these employees. But a lot of employees have been allowed inside, though not all of them could be allowed inside due to space constraint. But a lot of employees, hundreds of employees, have been allowed inside. They're raising slogans regarding Mr. Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata Amar Rahe, and the mortal remains of Ratan Tata has been brought outside. I would ask my camera person to try and zoom in if he could have a glimpse of it. The media crew has been assigned a place which is to the left side, and we couldn't get a direct view of where the mortal remains have been kept, but we'll try and get a glimpse of the mortal remains when it is brought outside. Praveen.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you, Divyesh, if you can find a... We're going to stay on these live pictures. Divyesh is trying to reposition his camera so we can get you a better view of the proceedings at the Worli crematorium. There's the Mumbai police contingent there for that guard of honor. Remember, full state honors for Ratan Tata. A huge crowd assembled there. The VIP movement for the moment has ended. The netas and the industrialists have left. And now it is crowd management at the Worli crematorium with hundreds of Tata employees emerging and being permitted inside the Worli crematorium for a last glimpse and the opportunity to bid their super boss really farewell, the Godfather. Tears, emotions, people crying, a sense of loss, a sense of being orphaned. These are the common images that we're seeing in different parts and different frames of this ceremony. Let's just listen.
Praveen.
That was a gun salute for Ratan Tata by the Mumbai police contingent at the Worli crematorium. You can see, on the parapet wall right behind them, hundreds of Tata employees who've turned up. There's obviously no space inside the crematorium premises. Many of them have already been permitted inside. Many are waiting outside to catch a glimpse of Ratan Tata. I want to bring in Business Today TV's Siddharth Zarabi in on this coverage with me as well. Siddharth, an aspect that many people will be wondering about, which has been spoken about in the past, is the special kind of regard that employees and Tata employees across the board had for Ratan Tata. He had a kind of godlike image. He was a patriarch, and there was a special kind of regard and affection that they had for him, very much apparent in the huge tsunami of employees who suddenly flooded inside the crematorium just now, Siddharth. What was that relationship like between Ratan Tata and his employees?
It was perhaps born out of the fact that he maintained a very humble, Spartan lifestyle by the standards of someone who also had substantial personal wealth and had been also born to some amount of privilege. And that combined with personal integrity in the manner in which he went about conducting business. This is perhaps not so well recognized as a feature of his personality. He came across as very suave, which sophisticated. He had global exposure and sort of carried and spoke in a very good manner, plus a very impressive personality. But he was soft in his approach dealing with anyone. But when it came to business, people would find, much to their surprise, those who had perhaps underestimated him, that the steel within the velvet would be experienced often when it came to the brass tacks of doing business. And that complete package really, starting with living modestly and setting standards and responding and caring and being approachable. I think it was a combination, not just one specific feature really, Shiv.
An image that I imagine is going to go very, very viral already if it hasn't, are the images that I'm going to put on your screen right now of Ratan Tata's beloved friend and dog named Goa. These are pictures that are moving people to tears. That is 11-year-old Goa, who was a stray, who was adopted by Ratan Tata over a decade ago. There he is, right beside his master's coffin. Such touching images and very representative and a reminder of the animal lover in Ratan Tata. Goa is not the only dog that enjoyed the affections of Ratan Tata. Very famously, Tata House in Mumbai The staff there had instructions to keep the gates open and to feed stray dogs should they want to come in. Ratan Tata in his social media very frequently posted about caring for urban animals. He used to frequently request people to be careful when they reversed their cars to make sure that there were no animals under the tires, to take care of them. Just before his passing a few months ago, the Small Animals Hospital owned by the Tata Trusts was open for business in Mumbai. So these pictures of Goa, 11-year-old Goa, the beautiful dog that Ratan Tata had adopted, right beside the coffin of Ratan Tata, are truly emotional pictures. And Siddharth, I want to get you in on that as well. Ratan Tata had his loves. He enjoyed the things that he was passionate about, and one of them was definitely animals. A small animals hospital, stray dogs being allowed inside Tata House. There are many viral images that have done the rounds. I don't know if they're real or not, of a stray dog being fed at a 5-star hotel as well. All of this went down to a very special sort of quality that Ratan Tata had. He just loved living things, and he made a special place in his heart for animals.
Mr. Tata would tweet from his handle infrequently, and one of the more recent ones really was about the hospital for small animals. And I think that's part of the personality point that we were discussing earlier. The fact that you are caring not for some posh breeds really, Shiv?
Yeah, true.
But for strays. Now, there's obviously a debate around strays.
Yes.
There are instances of the bite being really on the other side, but that's again part of the personality. And how many corporate big bosses would you see like that? And if there are images, they are images with the best breeds of horses, the most exotic animals that you can find. So it's again part of what I call the overall rock star personality, which was very, very firmly rooted and grounded. And I just want to step back and Shiv, try and imagine a situation where a bunch of Zoroastrians, Parsis arrived in India and how they got accepted in Indian society, and that story of when they reached there, they were told that, we are full up, but they added some sugar to a pot of milk and said, we will assimilate just as sugar got assimilated with milk.
Yes.
And I don't know whether it's absolutely accurate, but this is what all of us have grown up hearing.
True.
And that assimilation, and for Jamsetji Tata, and I keep asking myself, at the time he decided to set up a steel factory, did he know what the market estimate was when he decided to set up that iconic hotel which represents Indian luxury and Indian service and hospitality all across the world in 1903? And that very hotel, which was targeted by Pakistani terrorists, not because it was a Tata company property, but because it represented a certain kind of India and that bankrupt a nation called Pakistan and the desperados that they sent here. So it's part of that. And just one quick point, Shiv. When that hotel was being rebuilt, one of the key things that Mr. Ratan Tata insisted upon was that all the employees, including those who had been directly impacted by the killings, they were well taken care of. So that's the Tata ethos, Shiv.
The ethos that will be immortal in the many organizations that he invested in the hospitals that he set up, the shelters for animals that he set up. His legacy and his deep love for animals, as Siddharth was just telling us, was a very, very defining part of his life. He made the time, he gave away generously to it. Take a look at Ratan Tata and his life with animals.
Ratan Tata's demise feels like a personal loss to all of us. And he will be remembered not just for the business empire he built, but leaving behind a legacy of philanthropy. Key among other initiatives was Ratan Tata's love for animals. His best friends were his furry companions, and his love translated to animal shelters and hospitals. Ratan Tata even mandated that his popular Taj hotels would always have their doors open to stray dogs and to give them shelter. From his young days to the very end, Ratan Tata was accompanied by his most loyal friends and he always kept them on priority. Back in 2018, he was to receive a prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award from the British royal family, but he chose to skip the event because one of his dogs fell sick. That one incident speaks volumes of what his pet dogs meant to Ratan Tata. Tata's vision of a full-fledged animal hospital came to life when the small animal hospital was inaugurated last year, again showcasing his commitment to providing care for creatures who cannot speak for themselves. It was Ratan Tata's kindness to every living being that truly made him so loved and so missed today. Bureau Report, India Today.
Ratan Tata was an emeritus chairman of the Tata Group. He did not have anything to do with the day-to-day running of the company for many years. He had stepped down as the executive chairman. But he leaves behind a huge legacy and a huge estate. And he also leaves behind the huge chair of the emeritus chairman empty. Who is going to fill that chair? Who will inherit the legacy of Ratan Tata? We tell you in this report.
Ratan Tata, the tallest titan in the Indian industrial firmament. Not only was the 86-year-old a business icon, he also set new industry standard for ethical business practices and community development. At the helm of an empire worth 34 lakh crore rupees, Tata remained single and did not have any children. But reports say that there is no uncertainty in Tata Group's succession plan. For the last 7 years, a complete outside man, N Chandrasekaran, has led the Tata Group as its chairperson. Under the 61-year-old former CEO and MD of TCS, under the leadership of 61-year-old former CEO and MD of TCS, the group entered new sunrise industries like semiconductors, technology, artificial intelligence and renewable energy. As the boss, he also revived the steel and vehicle businesses. But Ratan Tata was also the chairperson of the Tata Trusts. These trusts, particularly the Sir Dorabji Tata Trust and Sir Ratan Tata Trust, are the primary shareholders of Tata Sons, owning nearly 52% of the company. There is speculation now over who will head these Tata Trusts. Historically, the leadership of Tata Trust has been linked to the Tata family and the Parsi community. Ratan Tata's tenure marked the last time an individual held both the roles of chairperson of Tata Sons and Tata Trusts. The company's articles of association were amended in 2022, ensuring that these roles remain separate in the future. Noel Tata, Ratan Tata's half-brother and chairperson of Trent, is widely seen as a leading candidate. At 67, Noel's appointment would align with the preference within the Parsi community for a family member to head the trusts. His experience in the Tata Group, spanning more than 4 decades, adds to the potential candidacy. If selected, Noel would become the 11th chairperson of the Sir Dorabji Tata Trust and 6th chairperson of the Sir Ratan Tata Trust. Noel's 3 children are also expected to take more prominent leadership roles in the group. Maya Tata, an alumnus of Bayes Business School and the University of Warwick, has played key roles at Tata Opportunities Fund and Tata Digital. The 34-year-old was instrumental in the launch of Tata New App. The 32-year-old Neville Tata is the youngest of Noel's children and is married to Manasi Kirloskar, the vice chairperson of Toyota Kirloskar Motors. Neville leads Star Bazaar, a well-known hypermarket chain under Trent Limited. The eldest of the siblings is Leah Tata. The 39-year-old has been involved in the hospitality sector, having worked with the Taj Hotel Resorts and Palaces. She currently oversees operations at the Indian Hotel Company. Whoever wears the impossibly large shoes of Ratan Tata at Tata Trusts will have the intricate task of maintaining the balance between the philanthropic goals of the trusts and the commercial interests of the Tata Group. Bureau Report, Business Today Television.
And it is a legacy that will always, always speak for itself, which is why all we can say today is farewell, Mr. Tata.
I think today India is a different nation than it was. People have self-respect, they demand respect, they have an urge to create their livelihood. We suffer from one weakness in this country, and that is the weakness of being too individualistic. For India to move ahead into the world and to be a greater force, I would like to see all of us being Indians first, shedding our vested interests and our differences. Don't mind getting old until you get old. A world of genuine feelings for one another, good-natured companionship that we all take for granted.
So who takes on the baton from here?
There will be other leadership, and hopefully that leadership will in fact embody the same desire and the same drive. Even though I may not be there, we're having a new India which is about to emerge.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra comes with Google Gemini.
Rangila Re, with Motorola's incredible range of smartphones.
Hello, Moto.
Only channel in 3 warring nations. Gaurav Sawant live in Israel.
We are running away to safety.
Ashraf Wani live in Lebanon.
This is the spot where that bomb has actually hit.
Ashutosh Mishra live from Lebanon.
This is how the life have become for the people of Lebanon.
War reporters on the front. World exclusive combat reportage. Israel, Hezbollah, Iran, all-out war, 360-degree coverage.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 24 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 25 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 33 and minimum 24 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 26 and minimum 20 degrees. Chennai, maximum 30 and minimum 25 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 29 and minimum 21 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 24 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 25 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 33 and minimum 24 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 26 and minimum 20 degrees. Chennai, maximum 30 and minimum 25 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 29 and minimum 21 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 24 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 25 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 33 and minimum 24 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 26 and minimum 20 degrees. Chennai, maximum 30 and minimum 25 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 29 and minimum 21 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Veka, India's largest selling UPVC window. Pot and bloom, gifts that grow, smiles that last.
Haryana result jolts Team Rahul. After big upset, Congress in introspection mode. Selja, Surjewala and Huda not invited for the key meeting. Blame game over poll rout.
पार्टी ने ही एक बागी उम्मीदवार खड़ा करके और पूरे षड्यंत्र के तौर पे चुनाव हराने की कोशिश भी करी और वो उनकी मंशा पूरी भी उन्होंने चुनाव हराया गया है.
Knives out in Congress camp.
प्रभारी महोदय हैं, वो अगर बीमार थे तो किसी और को अपना जिम्मा दे दिया होता.
Decoding Congress's Haryana debacle. The big focus on 6 p.m. Prime.
Hello and welcome. Good evening. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime here on India Today. I'm Akshata Anandagopal, back after a short break to get you all the top stories over the next 60 minutes. Our focus particularly on what went wrong for the Congress. It's been 2 days since the results came in from the Haryana elections, and the Congress now is in introspection mode. We'll get you the inside track of what exactly transpired in a top leadership huddle and Rahul Gandhi's message to the Haryana Congress unit. Let's begin with the headlines. Veteran industrialist Ratan Tata no more. Funeral with state honours for the Titan held in Mumbai. Casket wrapped in tricolour. Final farewell with a gun salute. India bids adieu to Ratan Tata as union ministers line up to pay tribute. Many of them get very emotional speaking about Tata's legacy. Business honchos condole monumental loss. Ratan Tata's dog Goa also pays a fitting tribute. The clamour grows for a Bharat Ratna for Ratan Tata. Shinde Sena demands that the industrialist be conferred with India's highest civilian honour. And the other top stories of the day, more trouble for Telangana Mantri Konda Sureka as BRS Neta KTR now slaps a defamation case against the Congress minister. Court summons the Mantri on October 23rd in the case that was filed by Naga Chaitanya's father, Nagarjuna. Omar Abdullah all set to become the Chief Minister of Naya Jammu and Kashmir. Omar unanimously elected as leader of the National Conference Legislature Party. And tennis legend Rafael Nadal announces his retirement. The 22-time Grand Slam champion will play his final match in November. And our top focus this evening is on the big political updates coming in from the Congress top brass huddle that was held earlier today. Big upset, of course, in the Haryana Assembly elections for the Congress, and they're trying to figure out exactly what went wrong because they thought they had this one in the bag, only for the BJP to take away Haryana once again from the Congress. The top brass has been holding key huddles. Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge and several of the leadership, including those who were in charge for Haryana, came together today to identify what really was the problem. We will decode the names also for you of who should be held accountable for what went wrong for Congress. But Rahul Gandhi today in that meeting said very clearly he believes the problem of what played out in Haryana is that leaders' interests are being put above parties' interests. Is that really the case? What has the Congress found out actually went wrong on the ground in Haryana? We'll decode that and much more. Let's begin with this report on what we've picked up on that huddle that took place.
Days after the Haryana upset, the Congress now is in introspection mode. The party high command has been in huddle after huddle to figure out what led to the Haryana debacle and who is to blame. Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge chaired a meet today at his residence, and while Rahul Gandhi and all the top leaders were in attendance, what made headlines was who wasn't. Reportedly, Kumari Selja and Randeep Singh Surjewala weren't invited to the huddle. Bhupinder Singh Huda too didn't turn up. Sources tell India Today that Rahul Gandhi, rather critical of the state Congress unit, said that the party's interests came second and leaders' interests took over the entire election.
As per the sources, party will be taking action against those leaders who they believe actually damage electoral prospects of the Congress in the state of Haryana.
But dissent within the Congress camp is growing. Congress's captain Ajay Yadav, who was also not invited for the introspection huddle, lashed out at the Congress Haryana chief.
बाबरिया जी तो अस्पताल में थे ना, अगर वो अस्पताल में थे तो हाथ जोड़ के कह दिया होता कि भैया मैं बीमार हूँ, किसी और को जगह दे देते, अपना स्थान जो है प्रभारी का उनको किसी और को दे देना चाहिए था.
Candidates who've lost in the election are also angry. They blame the party for their loss.
पुरिंदर सिंह परी को चुनाव हराया गया है. पार्टी ने ही एक बागी उम्मीदवार खड़ा करके और पूरे षड्यंत्र के तौर पे चुनाव हराने की कोशिश भी करी और वो उनकी मंशा पूरी भी है, उन्होंने चुनाव हराया गया है.
It's now clear that there was complete mismanagement of the election by the Congress, and the top brass is reportedly miffed with KC Venugopal too. He's the General Secretary organization. The BJP's Amit Malviya has now fired a sensational casting couch charge, claiming Venugopal gave seats to women netas who were close to him. The Congress's tough reality check in Haryana has sparked dialogue within the party over what went wrong. But will heads roll in the Congress leadership for failing to seal what seemed to be their election to win? With Mosmi Singh and Rahul Gautam, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's open this up to discuss